It's the National Football.
Ball teed up, Logan Cook after the kick. And off we go from Dallas. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jaden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. And man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Here's Daniels. Has his man, it's a Dunze. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it. Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Here's the first give to Gus Edwards. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That's a short gain of 1. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's caught, Tucker Kraft. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Dallas. Running behind center with Edwards. He'll cobble together a yard there. That was Geno Stone up there to make that play. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Daniels. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down from the red zone. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Daniels. The throw is caught. Touchdown, Dallas! They couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Johnson now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, the most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
In the middle holes, they don't get anything on the run. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Lamar off to play fake. Able to hit Ryman, complete.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Jackson now on 3rd. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Daniels now. He'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Justin Matabike making that stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Daniels to throw. Finds his man Rice. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side. So now here's 3rd and 5. Daniels from the pistol. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. Still has room inside the 15. There it is, touchdown Dallas. The Cowboys take a 13-0 lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jets and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. 2nd among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. First down, here's Lamar. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. First down, ball at the 36. Lamar now from the gun. Ryman there to haul it in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 46. Going to the ground again on first. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. Our score, 14-0. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're moving it well, but now face a third and short. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and it's good enough for a New York first down. Shotgun handoff now for Spears. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. He completes it in traffic. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Blitz coming here. Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Katie York now on for the field goal. This will be from 52 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Fielded at the 14. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. The Cowboys and this running back headed back out for a new series. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that time to start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once. That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he works this to the 38 before going down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing now, Daniels. Dumped off to his running back. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. Again, Daniels to the air. Completes this one to Kraft. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll go down here at the 16. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down. Daniels back to throw. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he crashes into a wall. That only gets back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. To throw, Daniels. And in for the Dallas touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys push their lead to 18. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Johnson now on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Jets out to begin another drive. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Spears. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. From the 43. Finds his target, Ryman. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one. Kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Gets this one to Harrison. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Jets.
Jackson looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. And it's the Jets who are facing 2nd and 14. Another try following the sack. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it off. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
The Cowboys and Rashee Rice readying for a new series on offense. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Short pass brought in. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That was Geno Stone up there to make that play. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
The Jets 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, Daniels. He's going to push one deep down the right. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Dallas. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Spears on the give, headed right. Big gain, has them across the 40. And he gets it forward to the 43-yard line. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. On first down, Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start to push into Cowboys territory. Working quickly here. From the gun, Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. Jackson now on 3rd. Has a hole left, room to run. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Jets chop some of the lead off before the half. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
You're good on the point after. And the Jets make it an 18-point game. On now is Cook to kick this away. Return starts from the 16. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys returning their offense and this running back to the field. And up a very comfortable 3 scores. Really no need to try and get anything here before the half. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Daniels on first down. This one taken in by Kraft. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Has the connection to Odunze. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They're now set for a 1st and 10. Now Daniels to throw. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. And there's the timeout from the offense. Just 4 seconds left to go. And that play, that should help him get some points here going into the half. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. It's a 36-yard look for him. Gay's kick is good. And that stretches the lead to 21.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points. And that's mission accomplished there.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing it just before halftime. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. And with no halftime report this week, it seems we're going to get right back to the field for the start of quarter number 3. Johnson now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jets and Marvin Harrison Jr. set for this next possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Spears trying this straight ahead. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Lamar now from the gun. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Taken in by Harrison. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. No return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. The home teams and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. They've got first down from the 31. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. They'll try the right side with Edwards. They cross the 40. Nice run there. And he's finally brought down at the 33. It's a pickup of 39 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. On the ground, it's Edwards again. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. First throw for the backup now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn to let?
And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys push their lead further to start the half. It's a Romadunze touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Buying some time. Cowboys rush it in and they bring him down. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I am not sure how we didn't see a safety right there. Oh, my gosh. I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building because that QB kept going back and was heading right for disaster, but saved himself just a couple yards short.
So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. From his end zone, he gets the kick away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
This is ahead for about 5. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Back-to-back carries here. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They give it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And it's a nickel look for the Jets, 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Jones. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Geno Stone picks it off. And the Jets will take over as he records his first interception of our season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Spears running behind center. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Azeez Ojulari getting there for the tackle. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. On 1st down, they'll run. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Blitz coming for Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jets ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's got to gain a 6 there. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running with it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Ryman there to haul it in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Jets football, and they're probably ready to just get this final quarter over with. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Finds his target, Ryman. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 37. Gets this one to Harrison. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Jets.
From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets making the scoreboard look a touch better. York tacks on that extra point. And the Jets cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points.
17.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Kick taken in here at the 17. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. This offense headed out to... The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And this one does not go far. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Running behind center with Edwards. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. So now here's 3rd and 5. Here's a give up the middle. And he can't find a lane before being wrapped up at the line. So 4th down, and the big-legged Michael Dixon out to punt. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And it'll bounce out of bounds, and he could not have hit this much better. That's going to pin him at their own 5-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Able to hit Ryman, complete. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Jackson throwing here. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, New York.
From the gun, Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. And again, it's Jackson. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick 6. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Aubrey Good on the point after. And the Cowboys continue adding on to that lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Jets offense now set to take over. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Jackson trying to get after the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now it's Lamar. It's caught. This is Tajay Spears. He'll head out of bounds after a small gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Lamar back to throw. Hits him on the in route. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Jackson's going to throw again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And they make this stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to the well again. And he has enough room to gain about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Simple dive up the middle. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
At the 31. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Pass caught by Adunze. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Right up the gut. Gets to space right side. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Looks like a gain of around 7. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys moments away from their 4th win of the year. Handoff headed right, it's Edwards. And he doesn't get the lane he wants or needs. He's going to be taken down at the line.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Oh, I love this. Giving it to the big guy on 3rd and short. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. That goes as a 4-yard pickoff, and it gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's 1st and goal. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row as they get out of here with a victory.